Jack.
Hier is wat daar...
Jack, wat sê jy van die plek?
Is 'n sportlekker plek hier.
En tussen nou die water.
Hier gaat ons nog baie bier kom drink.
Good morning, internet. It is like 9 o'clock in the morning. Today we're going to explore a little bit up in the Khan River, which runs into the Swakop River down here near Konikondas, where we've been before. But we're going to enter here roundabout at Irandis and then walk our way towards the river and then down here back into the Dora Park. Now, of course, to enter the Dora Park, we need some permits. Now, the permit for the Dora Park you obtain at NWR offices in Swakopmund, and they're valid for 3 months, and they're free of charge. But don't drive without them. This is an old mine that we got to a closed gate. Managed to get somebody to open the gate for us and we got inside. Now the Khan mine was, the copper was discovered here in 1904 and the mine was developed from 1908 by the Khan Kupfergruber Gesellschaft. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly. Work continued for 6 years, culminating in the construction of an ore dressing plant imported from Germany, which was fully electrical driven. The mine was connected to the Randa siding on the Usikus to Swakopmund railway line by a spur track of narrow gauge line. Considerable expenses were put into this mine and a lot of buildings was built here. The plant went into operation in May 1914, but the outbreak of the Great War in August of the same year caused operations to be suspended until September 1915. By November 1915, the mine was again operational and discontinued until January 1918. But company funds were running out as the operation was at a consistent loss. Some 22,000 tons of ore were mined during this initial period. Further funds were sought, but in 1925 the chances of revival was much diminished when the mine workings and its surface infrastructure were damaged by flooding by the tributary to the Khan River that runs through the property. In 1929, the plant and other surface equipment was then sold. 20 years later, though, in 1948, further prospecting was carried out by ISCOR and no new development resulted. A second phase of production commenced in 1964 to 74, produced another 4,000 tons of concentrate. However, the grade diminished when they got to below 120 meters below the surface to just 2% copper, which made the mine unsuccessful. The mine finally closed in 1975 with payable reserves that almost depleted. The prospecting rights were exercised by Anglo-American until 1988. Now somebody's taken over the mine because it seems to be running again at some limited thing. I don't know, it's certainly closed off for the public at the moment. We continue the journey southbound towards the Khan River amongst beautiful, beautiful rocks. Some more beautiful than others, but really some really beautiful rock foundations. And it's just too beautiful to describe. Eventually, we get to the gate at the bottom and we back into the where we can explore freely. Now the Khan River itself is an ephemeral river, meaning that it only flows for a very short time. And it crosses the Erongo region of the central Namibia, where it springs out of two other rivers, the Slang and the Itoro River. And the origin of that is sort of northwest of Okahanya. The catchment area is about 8,400 square kilometers big, but it mainly occasionally carries surface water during the rainy seasons in November, February or March. Now the Khan has its origin near the settlement of Ochisemba, northwest of Okahanya, as I said, and from there the river passes westwards through the town of Isikos or Usikas and further southwest direction during the Namib until it confluences with the Swakop River 40 kilometers east of Swakopmund, where we will get to later. It's a very popular tourist attraction due to the mammals you find there, like the klipspringer, ostriches and jackals. It's time for lunch and it's quite hot, so we find a place out of the sun to make a braai quickly. Off comes a portable braai in the wood, and while the fire is burning, we quickly explore around the area. It's just beautiful, like everything else in this valley. It is just beautiful. We find a klipspringer in, oh no, that's unreal. And then, we just sit down having a beer or two, have some lunch. Jack, wat sê jy van die plek?
Dit is 'n sportlekker plek. Hier gaat ons nog baie hier kom terug.
So after lunch, we continue our way down the Khan River to the confluence of the Khan and the Swakop. And now we're back in familiar territory that you've seen in previous episodes, but obviously with some new footage. We go past the Flintstone Caves, and again, and then also we go into the place where the water comes out of the rocks. The river is so beautiful, I couldn't resist it. I wrote a song. Just enjoy it. Ons ry in die Kaanrivier, dis warm op die middag hier. Die klippe is so mooi en rooi getooi. So hier en daar 'n spierwit streep deur die rotspan met 'n pen gesleep en die donk swart lava oor die rug. Gee my 'n stukkie van die Kaanrivier, 'n stukkie van die mooi natuur, het 'n plekkie in my hart om dit te stoor. Gee my 'n foto van die son wat sak oor die lewenskone maanlandskap, het 'n stukkie van my hart daar verloor. As die water in die Kaan afkom en het bruis en dop die kleite op, dit spoedig word dit 'n magtige rivier. En die water brul en doen sy ding, na jare hoor ek 'n paddas sing in die woestynland se nagtelike uur. We rode down the remainder of the Swakop Valley towards Koenikontas, then past the moon landscape and then back to Swakopmund. We're going to end this video here, and if you enjoyed it, please give us a big thumbs up at the bottom. Please subscribe. It is free. It costs you nothing, but it helps us a lot. And if you subscribe, we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Gee my 'n stukkie van die Kaanrivier, 'n stukkie van die mooi natuur, het 'n plekkie in my hart om dit te stoor. Gee my 'n foto van die son wat sak oor die lewenskone maanlandskap, het 'n stukkie van my hart daar verloor. Gee my 'n stukkie van die Kaanrivier, 'n stukkie van die mooi natuur, het 'n plekkie in my hart om dit te stoor. Gee my 'n foto van die son wat sak oor die lewenskone maanlandskap, het 'n stukkie van my hart mos daar verloor. Het 'n stukkie van my hart daar verloor.